just got to the end of our folk festival season, end of the summer in England, before I left there. And the first folk festival I did this year, was back in early June in a place called Beverley, near Hull. It's a well-established folk festival, been going years and years. And there I was, main stage on Saturday night at Beverley Folk Festival as part of the Tyneside Treasures concert. Well, I'm not Tyneside. To be a Geordie, you know, you've got to be from Tyneside, from Newcastle. Well, I'm from Durham. I'm a southerner, really. But there I was it was a Jez-Lowe sandwich, really, because it was supposed to be all Tyneside acts, and it was, apart from me. The first act on the bill was The Animals. Do you remember The Animals? And they were great. There's two of them still alive. And, but there's more than two, but they don't speak to these. But they were fab, honestly, doing all the hits. You know, they finished with House of the Rising Sun, and the audience was giving, all standing like this, and I'm standing at the side of the stage with me bazooka in my mouth organ, thinking, what the hell am I going to do here? But it went really, really well, you know, for me. And after I was on, there was a band called Lindisfarne. Do you remember Lindisfarne? So there I was on stage with all my heroes from when I was a babe in arms. But I didn't do this next song. This is very much a Newcastle song. It's one of mine, but it's very much about Newcastle. I wouldn't have dared do it in that company with the real Geordies. They would have, because they're rough buggers, you know. The song's called Bother at the Hoppins. The Hoppins was still is in fact, a big annual fairground, a carnival that happens on Newcastle Town Moor every July, I think, June, July. And it's a massive thing. It's like about 2 miles long with all rides and stalls and stuff right away across the town moor. And when we used to go there as kids, it was always a bit of a big deal because it's about 30 miles from where I was brought up. So it was always a hassle getting up there. And every year we used to go, and we always used to get beaten up by drunken Geordies. And we used to go back every year. And I don't know why we did it, really. But there was always trouble, bother at the Hoppins. And the chorus says, don't go. Don't go, there's always bother at the Hoppins. Bother at the Hoppins, it's like the Third World War. But we still go, because there's nothing like the Hoppins. Nothing like the Hoppins on the old town moor. And you've got to see if you can spot there's a rhyme in this song. My band, the Bad Pennies, who came with me here to Australia a few times in the past, the guy who plays Northumbrian bagpipes and the piano for me, Andy May, about 15 years ago, he came up with a rhyme, just 2 words. And he said, I bet you can't get that rhyme into a song. Well, it took me 10 years, ladies and gentlemen. So see if you can spot Andy May's rhyme. If you keep it to yourself, because if you acknowledge it, I've got to pay him 9% of the royalty. Bother at the Hoppins. There's bother at the Hoppins and there's talk of knuckles and knives. There's fighting and scrapping to the back of a jukebox jive. Oh, it's the same thing every year. Not enough women and too much beer. There's bother at the Hoppins and folks are running for their lives. There's laughing and grinning and screams that cut like steel. There's a waltzer spinning like a drunken man's last reel. But all the gangs are gathering out in the dark, relishing the smell of a dodging spark. There's bother in the Hoppins in the glare of a Ferris wheel. They say don't go, there's always bother in the Hoppins. Bother in the Hoppins, it's like a Third World War. But we still go, because there's nothing like the Hoppins. Nothing like the Hoppins on the old town moor. back. Your 2 bob change never did come back. There's bother at the Hoppins, it's the worst thing you can do. They say don't go, there's always bother at the Hoppins. Bother at the Hoppins, it's like a third world war. But we still go, because there's nothing like the Hoppins. Nothing like the Hoppins on the old town road. There's a ride called the Comet, it can turn your insides out. Make the lads all vomit and the girls all scream and shout. Oh, but the lass I'm after, she works in the fish shop, a mouth like an actress talking to a bishop. There's bother in the Hoppins with a kiss, a cuddle and a climb.